Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, another wondrous, another amazing Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master of Propaganda. We shall be watching Northwestfresh Reborn taking on the fight here for Deutschland with the elite troops doctrine. Ja, meine Herren, he's going out here for the first SS Panzerdivision Leibstandarte. It was seen, Grenadiers on the way, Pioneers moving out here, opposing him shall be Dberlatto, fighting for the Soviet Union with the support weapon company start. By the way, doctrines will be defensive tactics, Soviet in the 3 and guard rifle combined arms, taking on the fight here for the 10th Guards Rifle Division. Men are moving out for the Soviet Union. Likely there will be some sort of support weapon out initially. Points here being secured. Grenadiers moving out here for Northwestfresh Reborn. Not quite the Southwestfresh Reborn, but you know, still there. And Fresh Reborn. Points being secured. Communists leading the way towards a few point. Conscripts following up. Getting a second conscript squad. This, on the other hand, is a bit more interesting. I'm not then entirely sure why he rushed for the support weapon company start. But then again, I mean, there's nothing wrong in getting a bit of infantry first, but even then it does seem a bit peculiar to my eyes.
This territory is ours.
Northwestfresh Reborn pushing his Grenadiers towards a few point while the Pioneers are going on a more longer northern route. And we're seeing here a mortar arriving for Northwestfresh Reborn. Die Granatenwerfer. Es werft die Granaten. And we're actually seeing applying veteran to it. This is a bit of a risky move, essentially because that pretty much means his initial taking up is going to be delayed. Of course, he's just spent 20 fuel on it, plus of course 55 manpower. On the other hand, it is a mortar, so there's of course the chance here that if Dberlatto isn't quite paying attention, he won't quite know that he already spent this on training, and thus he won't know there's a chance for him to actually quickly gain an upper hand in terms of attacking and going for something, because Northwestfresh Reborn will be vulnerable to vehicles and armor. No, such is not the case. Of course, unless of course he notices here, this mortar is actually firing surprisingly far away. I do wonder, of course, if he could have utilized the elite troops doctrine, which I noticed he had amongst the doctrines. The other were basically Luftwaffe and mechanized assault. So it's not going to be, there's going to be a lot of things that might obscure what the actual doctrine he's chosen is. I mean, as soon as he pops one of the abilities and Dberlatto senses it, he should be able to calculate, if he actually knows his doctrines, what doctrine it is Northwestfresh Reborn has chosen, and actually begin setting a counter forward. But actually I'm supposed to be popping at Northwestfresh Reborn, my apologies. Still, plenty of infantry. We're now seeing a mortar adding up here to the maximum, though, so a bit of infantry first, actually being a bit short, perhaps. Only 2 squads of conscripts, but then adding in a maximum and a mortar. In fact, currently the Germans have more infantry out. On the other hand, they've also got quite the veteran artillery crew. Of course, on mortars, so not that heavy artillery, but still there. And of course, note, he's not applied it to his infantry again. That way, I'm suspecting it might be a ploy to again try and delay the idea to his opponent that he's gone for elite troops.
Capture complete.
Of course, Dberlatto might never have been fooled by it, but you know, it's a guess, it's a theory based on what I can perceive here from my angle as the viewer who watches the replay. But Communists are pulling back the Grenadiers. He could go for some light machine guns right now. Bit of mortar fire going on left and right. 82mm mortar up for Dberlatto, which on the other hand will be a bit at a backside here to the Northwestfresh Reborn's mortar crew. Of course, more veteran. In fact, if he decides to, he could probably knock out the Soviet mortar crew quite nice. The Grenadiers are being forced out of the building here. We're seeing several Grenadier squads, in fact, retreating here for Northwestfresh Reborn. His front is a bit today. No MG, by the way. He's going for the 4th squad of Grenadiers, so it looks like they're adding in quite some infantry pressure here for Northwestfresh Reborn, and we'll just call him Northwest because the other thing is just a bit too long and doesn't, quite flow off the tongue. Grenadiers versus conscripts here. Mortar in the middle, by the way, also in the middle of the eyes. He's actually taking advantage of that. Although, of course, I mean, if he gets caught by enemy mortar fire, he might be in a bit of trouble. But on the other hand, it's a nice, dominating position he allows to cover here. And the centre reasonably well, in particular with the veteran 3, which actually increases its range by 33%. So in that regard, I mean, it's not exactly a bad positioning out there. Again, if he gets caught out there, he's going to be in a bit of a bind. Additional infantry does seem to be arriving here slowly for Dberlatto from the Soviet Union.
We have it!
Bit of mortar fire here. Troops engaging, flamethrowers engaging from this. Lovely, lovely. Grenadiers versus conscripts. Malta and Maxim slowly advancing for the Soviet Union. So far, the Northwest is not having much luck with his own mortar. Surprisingly enough, considering the veterancy on it, which basically means it's going to be a lot more accurate, plus of course the increased range of fire. Then this man's making it to the church, just barely, though getting suppressed by that wicked Maxim. And we're now taking up here, pack on the way, of course. Clearly, Northwestfresh upon that at the same time, you know, knows he's got to prepare for armor, because again, the way he's playing, you know, could leave him very vulnerable if Dberlatto figures out what he's up to. So he's pretty much been rushing here for a pack, just in case, and he also knows his opponent has gone Soviet industry. So at any chance, you know, he could soon be hit by, you know, some light tanks if he's not careful. So it's rather a bit of a gamble he's committed here. But then again, he might be feeling confident that Dberlatto is not trying his hand at an armored rush. But of course, hard to say. But gaining territory up there. Lovely, lovely. So far, though... Oh, he's actually getting some kills now. Amazing. But the Soviet mortar is also getting a few kills. We'll see more. Is it the...
We are losing a sector.
Well, so far, it's the German mortar conducting all the kills, friendly or enemy. That's perhaps something to be less proud of. And there we go, no, he's actually veteraning up his pack 40. Not a lot of players do that, but again, when your players get increased rate of fire and accuracy, of course, the veterans are free, you get several bonuses, including more better rate of fire and improved penetration, plus, of course, camouflage for the pack 40. But it's actually a nice little clever trick to do. Though, of course, interesting note, he has so far yet to veteran up any of his infantry. He's also yet to utilize any stun grenades or anything like that, which could also be quite, you know, useful. And there we go, retreating in the face of the flamethrowers. Mortar's being pushed back, and at this stage, Dberlatto probably, you know, should have an idea that what he's seeing is elite troops, if anything. And again, he should then beginning, you know, to take steps to prepare towards it. I mean, that's always the thing you do when you're sort of trying to figure out what doctrine your opponent is using. And of course, prepare for it, whatever it might be. And of course, in case of the Tigers, you're very much going to be aware that's what's going to be at the end of things. And it's not an ice cream ban. That, of course, is vital to remember, and of course, vital to take preparation. Of course, a Tiger Ace can be surprising to take preparations for, including just mining the roads. I mean, one mine for the Tiger Ace, and also, and again, that's all the resource your opponent poured into it, and, you know, they won't be moving very far.
Here comes Ivan!
Careful there, Northwest. You're moving straight through the flames, the fire.
AT gun here.
Medic bunker up, lovely.
Grenadiers reporting.
No taking up so far for Dberlatto. Conscripts versus Grenadiers, the mortar fire going in from the Soviet mortar. Pioneers sneaking in from the north. Combat years apparently a bit forgotten here, but the fence might be able to quickly repulse. And looks like a field gun is up here for Dberlatto, preparing for any fascist armor as well, though with the amount of resources he spending on, of course, veterans, he probably should be expecting that right away anyways. So in mortar still not getting kills. I mean, he's actually doing reasonable damage. I mean, it's not all lost, but he's probably not quite getting the intended effect, which is, you know, killing things.
Upgrade complete. Yes.
Additional grenadiers for the light machine guns. He's still a bit off before he can get the Jaeger light infantry upgrade. Conscripts rushing out.
Taking in Tifa!
Grenadiers getting suppressed by the Maxim, although the Maxim is quite exposed, and we do see here the Dberlatto does the right thing and gets them out of there before, you know, they get wiped out. Mortar, on the other hand, can do a bit of reinforcement and healing.
Yes.
And this was conscript. Oh, conscript getting caught in the open here by the light machine gun. That is bad. Quick mortar there, which actually forced them to move out, which might give the conscript the time they need to overwhelm the Grenadiers. Then again, might not. And we see here that Dberlatto's troops are being pushed back with intense losses, popping out to him. We know here Guards rifle combined arms, so yet to see hit the dirt, which might have actually provided one a small benefit here against a light machine gun. Small though, small. He could get some Guards rifle infantry with some light machine guns that might add a bit of oomph to his troops. In that case, mechanized armor company going up.
We are ready to build it.
And we're not seeing mines, we are seeing a demo charge. That's definitely a bit more advanced. If you can lure his opponent's troops into the course and kaboom! No, apparently not. Apparently Dberlatto is perhaps not quite paying attention. He's perhaps not feeling it's, you know, demo charge time. Then again, on the other hand, he probably actually laid down right while he was still his opponent, so there's a small chance that Northwest actually saw, but then again he'd rifle grenade if he did, so a bit unsure. Mortar though has been decrewed, a bit of a loss there for Dberlatto. German mortar slowly sneaking about, and is forced away by superior Soviet fire. Submachine guns could be available, and there we go. Conscripts are being equipped with PPH-41s. Mortar fire here.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
Oh, I think he should have gone the other way when the troops were a bit closer there and not retreating. He probably would have had a much better chance of basically wiping out the bastards.
Now even Yuri can hit something.
So, bit of a shame there.
We are taking fire.
Although they did leave a nice hole in the ground. Grenadiers are rushing close up to the submachine gun wielding conscripts. Obviously things did not go well once they realised that they had submachine guns and the Grenadiers did not. Scheiß Heinz! Run! Conscript pushing ahead, and we could see now Guards rifle infantry.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
And an H-35 on the way, so never mind. Clearly preparing for any fascist armour. We are seeing a support armour co-op for Northwestfresh withdrawn in return. Not seeing any mines though. I mean, again, mines are vital. Absolutely vital. They make a vast difference, well placed, to infantry and armour. In particular, once that armour is a Tiger Ace. Rushing here, going straight after the veteran infantry mortar, 6 kills. More flamethrowers up for Dberlatto's troops. Men are running around all over the place. Light machine guns, mortar getting hunted down, conscripts being caught out in the middle of the ice by the light machine gun. That is bad news for the conscripts. Pioneers occupying houses. Victory points being taken away here. And Grenadiers rushing straight into veteran 2 conscripts with PPH-41s. That's actually very bad for the Grenadiers. Rifle grenade, but obviously the Grenadiers conscripts just close in with the submachine guns to gain further advantage. And this is going to end up very badly for the Grenadiers. Although they do gain veterans 1, it's still not going to help them. In fact, Northwest might lose the Grenadiers, and there we go, wiped out. Not a single loss there to the conscripts. Still, not a lot of damage they suffered. Sniper up now for Northwest, a Scharfschütze. And the S-35 medium tank destroyer rolls up.
Hold the line, engineers.
And Grenadiers fighting versus the flamethrower up north. Who shall win this? Grenadiers though look to be winning so far, and there we go. The commies are forced to retreat. There we go. Guards, rifle, infantry arriving here for Dberlatto, equipped with Mosin guns and a pair of anti-tank rifles. A pair of DPs would definitely increase their overall firepower and make them quite some unpleasant comrades to encounter on the battlefield.
Fire!
We are losing territory. This is our territory now.
And there we go, the DPs are in fact on the way. Immediately counter though is the Grenadier escort by the bridge, and the light machine gun immediately opening up. And again, if they get close enough with a grenade, and there we go. Veterans for the Grenadiers, but they ultimately forced away. Oh, losing one man to the S-35. Nice gunning there, Boris. And there we go, the DP light machine guns. Pack left to guard the right flank. Interesting enough here, apparently Northwestfresh Reborn is worried about at the moment about an assault going up from here and hitting his flank. When there's a sniper pushing up, he should be careful about placing too close to each other, and there we go. Another nice hit there from the SU-85. Just getting sniped, sniper retreating. And the Pack 40 over here getting overwhelmed by the conscripts. Nice attacking here from Dberlatto. All the Grenadiers with Gewehr 43s. And a bit of interrogation training movement. And we're seeing a Panzer IV immediately vetted up here to Vet 22. Adding armoured skirts and some better turret controls. Meanwhile, the conscripts here are not having the best of days, as the Grenadiers are having a bit of fun with target practice.
Under armor attack!
Panzer IV continues its move. Could do with a light machine gun upgrade, you know, the pintle mounted. Contemplating the mortar, well done. Pack 40 up at the front, which will definitely keep Dberlatto's SU-85 a bit behind. They'll roll the Panzer IV, can't really move into town either due to the heavy presence of the field gun and the SU-85. Conscripts though, close to getting the Pack 40 crew, but not quite there. And approach to the south. Sides are constantly shifting sides. More force moving in from the Germans in the northwest is sending up fresh infantry. Pack being pulled back from reinforcement and healing. That's definitely a good idea. Panzer IV also could do with some serious repairs.
Okay, where's the last one?
Guards here.
Keep fire on this position!
Sniper continue to rake up those kills. Conscripts continue to take the losses. A nice Molotov there, but a bit too far. A bit too far. More mortar fire on the North Panzer IV leading the way there. Of course, realising the centre is a bit pointless for the Panzer IV. Northwest nicely shifts the area of action for the Panzer IV to an area where there are absolutely no anti-tank weapons, thus ensuring he can do a lot more damage. In fact, actually doing some damage. In fact, he probably should go up here and deal with guard infantry clearing up the way for the infantry there. Also forcing the armour here and the anti-tank guns to leave the village. We could then, of course, open up for the Panzer IV, taking the route here and then moving into the village. And, you know, basically keeping the tank destroyer and field gun running around and guessing.
Squad replenished.
So far, no sign of that.
Supply lines have been cut.
In fact, looks like he's pulling back the Panzer IV.
Infantry fire incoming.
Guard infantry probably could have stopped up there, but no, the Grenadiers actually managed to get past them. The Guard infantry goes a bit... Oh shit, the fascists got behind us! Bit of firing going on there, but not quite successful. Sniper playing pretty aggressively. Needs to be careful he doesn't get caught. Guard moving up, needs to be careful about these Vet 22 Grenadiers with Gewehr 43s. Conscript following up there, should be firing in. A CoH2 has arrived for the Soviets. But he's got retreating veterans to lead conscripts. Guards moving up, and they're already low on health. I mean, the Gewehr 43 Grenadiers are just making short work of them. The Guards infantry are dying like flies.
We are dying here, comrade.
Might be time to get out of there, Dberlatto. Save your men, or save your man now.
Guards reporting. Capture complete.
And there we go. Small victory for the fatherland. Panzer IV breaking into the centre. Nice drop there on the Maxim, using the sniper here a bit of as a server. A bit of a hit and run there from Northwest. With this Panzer IV, his Panzerkampfwagen 4, points being secured. Oh, he should have been careful then. There we go. Nice hit from the mortar, wiping out the sniper. Northwest got a bit too overconfident there, and he paid a very, very expensive price. And there we go, CoH2 opening up. Bit of nasty fire there. Northwest, in fact, forcing to feed a lot of troops. Things are definitely swinging a bit back and forth here between the two sides so far.
Combat engineers.
Oh, engineers making a run for the house, getting into safety there. Lovely, lovely. HQ5 moving in. Soon. Nothing here. Yankees disable focus sight so he can actually move a bit quicker to react to what's going on. Well played there, Mr. Dberlatto. But so far, Northwest hasn't actually been able to do a lot of damage with his Panzer IV, which is a bit of a shame. In particular, considering the amount of veterans he actually poured into it. Oh! Numerous conscripts vanished into the ICCs thanks to their own mortar. Well done, Boris. Popping smoke here, well done, but there seems to be close enough. Oh dear, that Panzer IV is lost. But there we go. Pack 40 opening up with high rate of fire, increased penetration. There we go, veterans in fleet. And there we go. Veteran pack gunnery crew just wiped out that H-85 with the last shot. Kein Problem here, Heinz. Except you ask the tank crew, they're probably a bit regretting the pack crew wasn't faster. Quickly follow up with a new barrage and another sniper for Northwest. Not entirely sure he needs that many snipers for time to pop back here to Northwest. In fact, in time for the mid-game analysis. In fact, let's pop back to Dberlatto first, have a look at his side again. Reasonable amount of infantry, got nice support weapons. He's got the CoH2, he's got an H-35. Well, he lost one, but he's got another one on the way. That's alright. Doctrinally wise, you know, he's got something going there. He could do the howitzer probably to make things a bit harder for Northwest, a bit more currently cautious play. I mean, you can catch that pack 40 or some of that mortar with a few strikes there. That could definitely prove helpful. Then again, he could also try and slowly build up for a Sturmweg attack and try to catch as much off Northwest's infantry with it and really do some serious damage. But again, his main priority should be preparing for the impacting shock of a Tiger race. And again, that means mining the roads, targeting pioneers, basically that way, keeping up that way, attrition more specifically. And otherwise, you know, just being ready. He needs to basically, you know, initially focus on disabling the Tiger, at least making moves slower, but if you can knock out the trench or anything like that, that's great. And then otherwise, you know, sending up for basically blasting away from a distance. So he needs to get more anti-tank weaponry. He's got the CoH2 and other things that can deal with the infantry, so that's alright. And otherwise, you know, mines. Mines. That's really going to be one of his main priorities, or it should be one of his main priorities. A munitions case, in fact, might prove helpful in that endeavour. For Northwest, currently though, we are seeing he's focused on something higher up. We are seeing a heavy Panzer Corps up here for the first SS Panzer Division. He's got plenty of infantry though. He's got the Veteran 3 mortar, he's got the Veteran 3 pack 40, and of course he's got some sniper up as well. He probably should focus, you know, on getting something out then from the heavy Panzer Corps. A Sturm Panzer 4 would be a nice one. Would be able to blast its way through most of Dberlatto's current positions. Also, since there's a little emphasis on armour at Dberlatto's side at the moment, again, the Sturm Panzer 4 would be a much better choice. The only thing he'd really need the Panther 4 was, of course, H-5, and then if well-handled, Sturm Panzer 4 might still have a decent chance there if well-supported. So that is something to keep in mind, but, you know, just my thoughts. Otherwise, you know, he needs to be a bit more, you know, focused. It does seem, you know, he gets a lot of territory, but then he also loses a lot of territory, which does make it a bit harder for him to really gain some serious traction in the game and actually push further beyond, you know, this area. I mean, he's actually not really made any movement towards here or any sort of major progressions or sort of difficulties for Dberlatto. That is something to keep in mind. He needs to sort of establish a more solid front line, and he needs to get some more pioneers in preparation for what it's like going to be him getting a Tiger race, and he also needs to get some mines because, again, mines will be a problem. And again, if he hits a mine, he's going to be a sitting duck, and with CoH2s around, that pretty much means as soon as it happens, any pioneers will be in for a world of hurt, because that Tiger race is going to be under bombardment every possible minute, and any pioneers near it, of course, are going to be a prime target as well, and he won't be able to replace them. So it's also something very vital to keep in mind. The little things can be just as dangerous as the big things in this game, and mines definitely are little. Also, I think you need to try and begin using the stun grenades. They can actually give you a little advantage on them getting away, or basically overwhelming a unit a bit quicker. Since again, it prevents them from actually using their weapons, also makes them move slow. You can quickly, for example, get the drop on some close quarters combat units, you know, thinking, yes, we're going to beat up those fascists, and poof, oh, I don't feel so good. And that way you finish them off. So, little something to keep in mind there as well. But, back to the fight!
Opponents are seizing the sector.
Troops here getting sniped. Points are being secured. Lovely.
Grenadiers reporting objective capture.
The territory is out of contact.
But center is collapsing to the steady advance of the Guards infantry.
Sharpshooter.
You might want to pull back here, Dberlatto. Lest your fancy engineers become sniper fodder.
We have secured the
And there we go.
No more.
Unfortunate.
We have taken it. Einsatzbereit.
West being gained once more for the fatherland. And this advancing troop training, by the way, can essentially represent that the Germans had something unique for their infantry division, which is known as Replacement and Training Battalion. Which is basically a part that actually took raw recruits and actually, you know, gave them some experience so they wouldn't be completely raw when they came to the front line. Usually staffed with veteran troops and such that could actually, you know, help provide some experience. In particular, the SS were known for having some rather effective measures in these kinds. For example, taking a long part of, well, basically Luftwaffe replacement, actually making a coherent part of their SS division. Of course, it wouldn't have worked like this, but, you know, again, just like the veterancy purchase in the first game, again, this is a bit more of an abstract thing. You know, again, I'm not necessarily exactly a fan of it. By the way, running to trouble, going to be forced back. Troops advancing. Veterancy 3 for the Grenadiers. Lovely.
Sniper reporting.
You could consider also upgrading them with the Gewehr for the 3 just to make them even more lethal.
You guys, listen to me if you want to live.
Country being caught in a bit of a nasty situation. Maximum catching them is there. Nice Molotov, but not quite successful. And then he's running into a bit of trouble here with the conscripts. Veterans, you feel in fact up close and hitting the dirt. Well done. And again, sniping our altar there. No, that's just the. Oh, there's a sniper. The conscripts should retreat. And there we go. Tiger Ace is actually available, but not quite what he wants yet. We do instead see a Panzerwerfer has arrived. He could also consider some veterancy for that, by the way.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
More rockets flying through the sky.
Yes. That's everyone.
Panzerwerfer rolls ahead. And a quick Needwerfer barrage right there. So far with, how shall I say, limited success, only really knocking out a shed. And hardly a shed within irrelevance, not exactly, you know, the Communist Party shed.
Scharfschütze.
Still holding on reasonably well.
Pioneers reporting objective captured. With our new G43 rifles, the Reds will fall even.
And there we go, G43s and the light machine gun on these veterancy 3 Grenadiers. They're definitely going to be a sheer squad of killers. They will be able to lay down an impressive amount of firepower.
Enemy barrage!
Definitely going to be bad news for the conscripts right there. Conscripts in trouble. Lots of rockets being exchanged here. Neither side's rockets, though, seem to be actually hitting anything, which is surprisingly depressing. But looks like this time around the Grenadiers were climbed up close enough to actually present a nice target for the Katyusha, and almost entire Grenadier squad gets wiped out by the rockets. Conscript squad making the advance, but encountering serious resistance by the roadside as the veteran Grenadier squad, heavily equipped, proves to be an efficient deterrent. Guards infantry continuing their push, supported by the conscripts. Support weapons could perhaps consider moving up.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
And Panzerwerfer ready once more to unleash its rockets. By the way, it pretty much fires the exact same rockets as the Needwerfer in terms of size, that is, anyways, from Company of Heroes. The difference basically being, you know, part 1, it's not an incendiary payload. These size rockets have that, but also it fires more rockets.
That's it.
fire, actually doing a bit of damage overall, not killing. I'm wondering he's just firing at where he hopes the opponent is right to have some idea for it. 2 snipers, I think, is a bit much. He might benefit more from getting a fuel cache and then trying to get some more armor up. But guards him from the maximum storm is in the centre. Plus the HU5 running support. A second Katyusha has arrived here. Dberlatto apparently adding a lot of the artillery now. Oh, so Immortal Crew spotted here and is in danger. In fact, he might lose it. Yes, indeed. Mortar Crew dead to a man. Grenadiers did it. Though they have to be careful now, they're out in the middle of the open. Immediately suffering a loss, and we do see here that Northwest takes the consequence and immediately pulls back the unit. Losing the right hand side again, Northwest is made the problem currently is just basically holding a part of the front line. He's not really establishing a solid foothold, which is giving him some sort of traction on the field. So he's very much attacking and counter-attacking just to take back territory previously took. And the entire icy lake is basically just one big firing range for the Katyushas. So many ice shards being knocked up into the air.
I'm an excellent marksman.
Large infantry shot towards the southeast.
Scharfschützen.
And another Panzerwerfer barrage. Perhaps with greater luck this time around. No, again, Northwest just seems to be firing where he hopes the opponent is, not where he actually knows there is someone. Again, that is pretty much one of the least effective approaches when it comes to artillery. Just saying. Also a bit surprised he hasn't tried, vetting it up a bit. Another. Oh, he recruited the mortar, moved it in just to take the point. Dangerous work there. Another fresh Katyusha barrage opening up here. The rockets shattering everything. Martin moving ahead once more. Quick grenade there. Killing someone. Oh, sniper needs to be careful. Oh no, the sniper was caught here from Guardian. We need to stop up, need to fire the light machine gun. Fire, fire. Oh dear, they actually let the sniper get away. That was a bit sad, Dberlatto. A bit sad. Panzerwerfer opening up once more. And actually hitting something. The Panzerwerfer hit and killed something. A glorious day for the fatherland, or at least this Panzerwerfer crew. Mortar experiencing a bit of trouble there. Another HU5 arriving here. About time. We probably should consider getting a third one out. And might it be that we're seeing Northwest trying to get a Panther? Because he could easily get a Storm Panther for now if he wanted. But seems less interested in it. Another grenade there, sending off the flamethrower tank on the Pioneers. Only one Pioneer squad, by the way, interestingly enough. Snipers, lots of, rifle-based units, some kind or the other. Hitting the dirt here, but perhaps not quite success. Max and the rolls up, forces the grenadiers away there. So the infantry is suffering, the guards are quite exposed at the moment. Another Katyusha barrage. So much artillery. So much fighting over the victory points. The victory points are clearly in the advantage of Dberlatto. And in fact, over to him, the Panzerwerfer there took a bit of a nasty hit, down to half health. And a Sturmwick is summoned. Quickly doing a nasty trick there on the Grenadiers. Getting another hit.
Forces are capturing our supplies.
Under infantry attack!
Fighting for the centre victory point. Sniper moving in. Grenadiers moving off to the far western one. Oh! Another strafing run there. Almost wiping out another Grenadier squad. And the sniper's being incredibly aggressive. I wonder what he might be up to in the apparent retreats. That was a bit weird. Hunter back for repairs. Secured. Looks like the Katyusha has suffered some damage. With a third Katyusha out. And looks like the Stormwind got a kill here. No idea what it is, though if I was to hazard a guess, I'm going to guess it was a sniper who suffered a final fate at the 23mm cannons on that Sturmovik. Well, 3 Katyushas. Looks like Dberlatto is utterly obsessed with the enemy infantry, but you know, again, he seems to be forgetting what doctrine his opponent is utilising. And you know, Katyushas are not going to do much against that directly unless they catch the Tigers out on the ice. Oh, the mortar finally went down! They finally cut it.
Standing by.
Well done, I suppose.
Red Army, at your service.
Machine gun ready.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Well done, I suppose. But quite the collection of rocket artillery here from Dberlatto. A bit rare to see that much. And just, you know, firing into the infantry, trying to stall his infantry advance.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
Then he's continuing to do what they can here. Guard infantry also doing well. Maxim tearing into them. Grenades and all the other good stuff. Also Panzerwerfer in a bit of exposed position here on some rather unstable looking ice, but apparently it still retains its position. I wonder what that is. Well,
Close air support is available.
oh, there we go. Quick barrage. And a Panther is out here from Northwestfresh Reborn. And the Grenadiers up here looks to have been completely and utterly decimated. And oh, counter-artillery barrage up as an ability on the Panzerwerfer, getting it ready to stop anything of the Soviets at fire, which might be soon. Rare to actually see this ability invoked, but apparently he's just, you know, had enough. And there we go, Katyusha barrage, yes. And the response follows. And what shall be the final result? There we go. Out of control. And destroy the mortar as well. A successful counter barrage there, I would say. Panther fighting here on the far east. Rushing ahead, might try to get in a flanking position on the Russians. Interesting enough, no veterans applied, and there we go. A Tiger Race, but I don't actually think he's got any pioneers, which is a bit dangerous to put it mildly. But of course, Dberlatto saw the Panther moving in there, so he is prepared for whatever his opponent might throw at him, or at least reasonably well prepared, because looks like Northwestfresh is pulling a bit of a fast one, sending in the Tiger for the Panther from one side, then sending in the Tiger Race from the other. Firing away here, he might get the S-35 here on the ice. Blitzing away there, one more hit. One more hit. Oh, damage engine on the Panther. S-35 though down. Leading assault in here, Maxim getting into trouble. Careful about coming infantry, there's plenty of nasty things that can easily wipe out your clump of infantry there. Dangerous work, in particular considering he has invoked the Tiger Race. Anti-tank on the rear of the Panther. Tiger Race those moving up. It's a veteran Tiger crew. Heavy loss then, there we go. Grenadiers brutally murdered. The sniper's gone as well. The Tiger Race continues advancing. A true hero of Deutschland, and there we go. Nice hit on the S-35. Down to half health. Again, no mines in again, very little preparations, which is allowing the basically the Tiger Ace to move from my east, and certainly the course, the disruption that the initial Panther course certainly also helped. Guards Infantry could try and button it up, but looks like he's playing it safe. There we go. HW5 gaining a bit of veterans one, tracking should be a plan. Oh, pull back, pull back, pull back, Dberlatto, you're within range. Oh, and there we go, sunk through the ice, Panzerwerfer moving up to support. But we do finally see that the Tiger got buttoned up, field gun moving up. Can he get within range and do some serious harm, I wonder. Going for the victory points right there. Another HW5 moving up. Field gun, oh, misses, it misses. Ach du lieber. And there we go, Tiger Ace does the job, and he's, oh no, he's actually moving out on the ice. Oh, is he? Oh, yes, oh no, don't, please don't.
Objective secure.
I mean, this is the ultimate, you know, gambit. I mean, if anything catches that on the ice and sinks it, I mean, that's pretty much GG. But no, in fact, he's keeping it out there. And the HW5 missed. If that had hit, I'm pretty sure that would have been game over. HW5 forced to pull back, and they get an engine damage with an anti-tank grenade.
Taking losses.
Good lord. Men are getting wiped out right there. The Tiger Ace continues straight into the lair of the Soviet Union. Panther slowly advances, got a damaged engine arch, can do good, it's moving northwards. Panzerwerfer following up. Looks like this is one last dash here, one last gambit from Northwest. He knows he can't win this otherwise.
The enemy is attacking our HQ.
And again, Dberlatto has been so kind as to pretty much make it happen by not mining at all. Panzerwerfer taking a huge chunk of infantry out there. Victory points though continue to take out. He's getting the more than point here, but oh! Barrage might take out the Grenadiers. Wiping out the building. He could try and call in the Sturmwick to actually try and shoot down the Tiger Ace a bit. Field gun moving in from one side.
Our command post is under assault.
We are ready.
Reinforcing the Guards Infantry. You should probably try and button it up, button it up, button it up. There we go, Sturmovik, come on, call it in. Even a little bit has its right in this kind of fight. But no, and the Guards Infantry were finally put out of their misery.
A squad of infantry has been killed. Death before retreat.
Tiger Ace heavily damaged, he's constantly running up behind the building, he's clearly trying to bait in the enemy tank destroys an anti-tank gun and basically get them within range of the Tiger so he can shoot them to bits. Another buttoning here. Taking away the victory points there. Lovely. Popping smoke. Just finding a way at the building. Conscript squad dead. And then we got the HW5 finally went down. It looks like he's going for a base annihilation victory here. Back to Northwest, who's only got the Tiger Ace and the Panzerwerfer. If Dberlatto can keep the Tiger occupied for a bit more, he can get a victory point win. More rockets though are flying in. And there we go, Panzerwerfer is taught no more.
Inflicting losses upon us.
Definitely one hell of a situation.
Only 50 points remaining.
Headquarters barely standing. A hit or two more and that's good night. Guards Infantry making another dash. Buttoning up, well done, well done. Though he could pop smoke, there we go. Also allowing to escape the field gun a bit. This is definitely getting close. Most of the buildings in a terrible condition. Points are ticking down, the Tiger is not good. Either way could still win this. Either way. Headquarters is down. Veterans is 3, Guards infantry. He just needs to button it once more, perhaps. Can he do it? Yes, he can. Button up. Button up. No, why are you moving away? Why are you moving away? You're so close. No. And game over. No idea what happened there. No idea what happened. Apparently he threw it away. He could have won that. He could have won that. Again, definitely one hell of an ending. Very close. I mean, pretty much Northwestfresh barged his way through this. And, you know, I'm surprised that Dberlatto actually allowed this to happen. There were no mines, no nothing. He seemed, you know, totally unprepared despite knowing it would come. He saw all the signs. Yet somehow it just falls in there. Certainly it helped, you know, that Northwest, you know, pretty much barged in with the Panther again, caused disruption in the initial formation, allowing the Tigers a much easier time. But overall, I mean, even there he could have stopped, yet for some reason, apparently he thought game over. Despite, you know, being 6 victory points away, he could have buttoned that thing up and he would have won. But still, damn close, 6 victory points, the base was barely standing. So close for either winning. The only way this could have been close is there's only been 1 victory point left here for Northwest to win this by blowing up some stuff. I mean, Northwest, though, played a rather peculiar strategy, and again, his main problem was that while he did a lot of damage, he had a terrible time actually holding any ground. And it also rather felt like, you know, apparently he was very clearly counting on the Tigers to basically bail him out a bit. And again, you know, had Dberlatto foreseen that, he probably easily would have won. So it's not like, you know, the Tigers just overpowered its way through things. It was basically Dberlatto sort of allowing it to happen, or apparently somehow being magically dense concerning all the signs about it. I mean, a Tiger race can easily be stopped if you know it's coming. Because again, your opponent will be getting no resources, the signs will be big, and again, if you can stop that thing at the right spot, game over, mate. So this was pretty much an all or in nothing gambit from Northwest, perhaps realizing his previous strategy had played for broke, and that he had failed, and rather wisely to try one last desperate attempt, one last charge in the name of the fatherland, and broke through, and it actually succeeded. So again, you know, remember, mind the roads, you know, in this case, you know, button up. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned a thing or 2 or 3 from it. If you did, want to subscribe to your friends, and if you didn't, well, why not play your own? Provide some feedback in the comments. This is Imperial Dane saying cheers.